Parkside College was a private college. It had a lot of money from the rich families in the area. Until recently, it was a girls-only school. But times were changing, but slowly. Parkside was like any other private college. It has a gym, a swimming pool, a cinema, and obviously classrooms. Lots and lots of classrooms. All of them kitted out with the latest equipment. A new science block has been commissioned and had been built by a relatively unknown building firm. The block was due to open at the start of the winter term. The head teacher, 32-year-old Mrs. Lockwood, worked late into the evening. All the students had gone home. This was her quiet time, where she could get on with writing reports and catching up on admin work. 3 coffees in, Mrs. Lockwood was ready for a bathroom break. She got up from her desk, put on her coat, and headed out into the corridor. She passed the caretaker, who said, "Good night, Tasman. I am locking up now." Mrs. Lockwood nodded.
"I won't be long. I have my own keys, so I can let myself out."
Before she could get to the toilet, she heard a noise from down the corridor. It sounded like metal crashing.
Hello? Anyone there?
She crept closer to the sound, walking toward the new science block. She found the metal on the floor. Bent down to analyze it. Just then, she felt someone approach her from behind. She turned round, but what she saw was no person. Caitlin, Daniela, and Melissa were 3 best friends in their final year at the college. In fact, Caitlin and Daniela were more than just friends. They would be seen by many in the corridor kissing. The 3 of them arrived on a normal Tuesday to college, but things were going to take a turn. Another girl, Mia, really wanted to be a part of the friendship group, but she was not liked by the others. In fact, she was bullied by them a lot.
Ugh, Mia, you need to lose some weight, hun. No guy is going to want to date you.
We would let you come to the gym with us, but I'm afraid you can't afford the membership like us.
The girls made their way to form. They were tutored by a French teacher, Miriam. She was a new teacher, only 26. She had dark eyes and dark hair, and she was a little overweight. But for the few men in her tutor group, she was a dream teacher.
Bonjour, class. I hope you are all well today. We will be having our first tour of the new facilities soon. I hope you're all excited.
Just then, there was a knock at the door.
Ah, there you are, Miriam. Can I borrow you for a few minutes?
Oui. Behave yourself, class. So what can I do for you?
Follow me this way. Oh, excuse me. Bad stomach.
Oh, don't worry. Happens to all of us. Just don't do that in front of the students.
Oh, I try not to. Now, can you just stand there for me?
Any particular reason?
Very particular.
Miriam felt a tap on her back. She turned round to see a green claw swiping towards her.
Ah!
Meanwhile, in Miss Katab's classroom,
Ugh, what are we waiting for? I want to get on with this day and get out of here.
Do you fancy going out tonight?
Of course. Can we go to that club with that cute guy who serves us drinks?
Miriam re-entered the room. She looked a little different, as if she was uncomfortable.
Okay, class. It's time for the tour. Oops. Excuse me. Sorry, class. Right, it's time for assembly, then the tour.
The students were all walked into a room with a stage where Miss Lockwood stood.
Good morning, everybody. What's funny? The wife gave me cabbage and bean tartlets last night. Yet another reason to despise Jamie Oliver. Right. Assembly. Yada yada. Welcome back, everybody. It's a new year. Hope you all do well. Don't run in the courtyard. Don't even think about wearing makeup. And study hard, because I guarantee none of you are going to be pop stars.
What's her problem?
So, what else? Oh, yes. What a bright future you've all got. Children of the world, etc. Right. As you've seen, we have a new technology block. I'll be taking you over in groups to look at our amazing new facilities, starting with Miss Cottup's class.
The assembly finished, and the students went back to their form classes.
Oh, that's better.
Is your class ready, Miss Cottup?
Yes, sister. Yes, Miss Lockwood.
Excellent. Follow me, students. There are 16 classrooms with broadband connections, but anything dubious your adolescent minds may be drawn to, I have locked out.
I've signed us up for this. First meeting's tomorrow.
Lunchtime French club? And now I'm backing away.
Shut up!
Is it me, or does it smell weird in here?
Ew, what is it?
I don't know. Metal. Electric.
Like batteries. It's weird.
The college bell rang, and it was lunchtime for the class. They made their way out of the science block and rushed towards the canteen.
Can I sit here?
Yeah, we're not gonna shame you this time.
Caitlin sees that most of her food is moldy. She pulls off a gray lump of mold and pushes her food away.
Ugh, what's wrong with that? It's moldy. What kind of slop are they serving here? Is it leftovers from last term or something? Miss? Miss?
Miss Lockwood was walking by and heard her name being called out.
What?
How am I meant to eat that?
You just pick the bad bits off.
Great. That just leaves me with a P.
Mine's off too. That is disgusting.
Ugh, what's wrong with this place? It stinks. The food's rotten. Something weird's going on here.
Ah, by the way, Melissa, I would like to see you in my office later.
The bell rang again, and lessons began again. The girls headed off to their next lessons. Hours passed, and it was time for them all to go home.
That was an interesting start to term.
Honestly, I can't wait for it all to be over and get to university.
Same. Are you coming with us, Mel?
I would love to be, but I've been asked by Miss Lockwood to see her in her office.
Are you in trouble, girl?
I have no idea. She said she has a special job for me.
Sounds ominous. You sure you don't want to come back now?
No, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you later.
Melissa walked down the corridor to Tasman's office. She was very nervous. It was overwhelming her. What could she be in trouble for, she thought? She knocked on the door. Tasman answered.
Ah, Melissa, come in. Take a seat. I have an important job for you. Come in and sit down.
What is it? Am I in trouble?
All will be revealed. Oh, excuse my bad stomach. My job never lets me eat lunch. Goodbye, repellent pubescence. Until tomorrow.
I can finally stop doing her French accent and be myself again. Although this skin, it's killing me around the legs.
Right. Time for a test run.
Now, what about the caretaker?
I've taken care of the caretaker.
What about Melissa? Have you got her?
Everything is in hand. Come on.
The pair of them marched down the corridor towards the new tech block. They walked to what appeared to be a dead end, but Miss Lockwood put her hand on the wall, and it started to open. They both walked through into a control room, full of space-age equipment like nothing seen on Earth. They started messing about with it, preparing it for their experiment.
Systems online.
That's it.
Now, synchronize the megawattage.
Scrutinizing megawatty.
That one. Stabilizing. There. Lights out, London.
The machine flicks into action with immense power. However, after a brief period, sparks fly out, and the machine goes into an uncontrolled state.
What was that?
It's destabilizing hell!
Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
The machine shuts down, and the two relax.
Oh, fantastic. Finally, every station in the loop is working, but the stabilizer cut out.
I'll work out how to fix it.
You bought those plans off the Wallarian. You took his word. It worked.
I just need to sort out the storage problem. Then it'll stabilize, okay?
Until then, I'm stuck here in this teaching science on the planet Thick where they still haven't worked out string theory. Oh, it chafes.
Oh, shut up. Don't you get it? We're nearly there. One more step and we destroy this planet.
The next day came, and the girls met up again for their first lesson, science. They were more nervous this time, and they hadn't seen Melissa on the bus to college.
Ah, Miss Kotub. Remember that science teacher from last night?
Yes?
I need you to cover her lessons.
Oh, I don't.
No ifs, ands, or buts, sister.
Miriam did not want to teach, but she had no choice if they were going to get their way and get their revenge. She stormed off to teach the class.
Bonjour, class. Sorry, Mrs. Jeffries is not available today. She is off sick. Therefore, I will be covering her lesson. She has left a note telling me that you were covering transformers. A transformer is an electrical device that changes the voltage of an alternating current supply, the AC supply, such as our mains electrical supply. Anybody know who invented the first transformer? You.
Faraday.
Correct.
Though he didn't know what he could use it for.
What?
Faraday didn't know what he'd invented. I've thought about it too. You could get rid of the transformers, get a better system, and induct power instead.
Just pointing out, I'm nothing to do with her.
Quiet. Name?
Miriam bent over the desk, staring Caitlin right in the eye.
Caitlin Langer.
Troublemaker. Noted.
Okay.
You think you're so cool.
I can hear talking. What are you doing?
My pen's run out. I'm getting a new one.
Let me see that.
Miriam sniffs the plastic bag. She scoffs as she almost has an allergic reaction to it.
Oh, what is that?
Cold chip sandwich. Made it this morning. Not chancing my life in that canteen again.
She snatches it from Caitlin. She held it at arm's length away from her before disposing of it in the bin.
Oh, what are you doing? You can't do that.
You can wait until lunchtime and use the canteen like everybody else.
I'll report you for that.
Go on, try it. Right. For tomorrow, 1,000 words on Transformers.
Ugh.
2,000.
The students leave, and Miriam schemes to herself in the classroom. She knew that Mia could be useful with the knowledge she had. She went off to look for Miss Lockwood,